Pop Smoke had one of the fastest come-ups in the rap industry in the New York drill rap genre. He built a net worth of over $5 million before his unfortunate passing. From purchasing a house, luxury cars, and expensive jewelry, he would go on to purchase everything.
Hey, Buggy about to drop his tape too. Tune into. You know, we running it. You know what I'm saying? It's your favorite off the tape though. Hey, it's my brother right there, Kyle.
And starting out with his car collection, Pop Smoke bought himself a Rolls-Royce Ghost for $350,000 with his first big payday. This is powered by a 6.7-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, accelerating from 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds. This vehicle tops out at 155 miles an hour. Despite it not being the fastest ride on this list, it excels in luxury and comfort. The Rolls-Royce has an iconic coach door that opens up backwards, plus the beautiful star-lit roof on the inside. Not to mention the Ghost is uniquely designed as it is instantly recognizable on the road in public. As Pop Smoke said that the Rolls-Royce Ghost was his favorite ride of all time.
Hold on, let's see what's going on. Okay. That's it. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Fuck that. That's it. That's it, boy. Let it go.
Back $10,000 coat.
Oh.
Come on now, $500 sweat. I come out in sweats every day.
Okay.
But the next ride that he added to his collection was his Bentley Bentayga SUV, as he went on to purchase this vehicle for $210,000. It's another premium ride similar to the Rolls-Royce. It comes in with great craftsmanship to put the ride together, which consisted of a leather interior and a powerful sound system. However, the Bentayga can achieve a good mix of performance and comfort. It's powered by a V12 engine. It travels up to 180 miles an hour and accelerates to 60 in only 3.6 seconds. Although Pop Smoke would end up splurging all over a 2022 Dodge Durango. This costed him 60 grand. He would mention on an Instagram live he purchased it because he was bored. The Durango is iconic to the rap game. Many other rappers are sporting the exact same ride because this ride is relatively cheap for a V8 engine with 120 miles an hour. It's a perfect vehicle for the New York streets. But the New York rapper would also purchase himself a BMW M8 for another 130 grand. This is featured in the music video for his song Christopher Walking. It also became his daily driver. It wasn't a completely exotic car, however, it kept a high profile out in public. Not to mention back when Pop Smoke was only 16, he would actually drive around in a separate BMW 5 Series that he used to own.
I was 16, I was driving a Beamer.
Where you get a Beamer from at 16?
You know what I'm saying? Well, I was driving a Beamer though.
And could you even do you allowed to drive?
A license.
No license.
Yeah.
At school.
No, I had a license.
You had a license.
I had a license at 15.
I wonder what kind of driver you are.
Yet the fastest ride that he ever owned was his Ferrari 488. He used this in his Welcome to the Party music video, costing over $300,000, and there was only 3,500 ever produced worldwide. However, the vehicle was engineered to perfection with a V8 engine, making it capable of reaching up to speeds of 211 miles an hour with an acceleration to 60 in only 2.6 seconds. The Ferrari was the ultimate joyride car for Pop Smoke. Whether he was recording music videos or just trying to impress people on the street, this vehicle did it all. However, while Pop Smoke loved his vehicles, he would also love his jewelry. He needed his jewelry game to be in check when performing at concerts, so he would go on to spend well over $750,000. This is on several watches, chains, and diamond rings. The most famous piece that Pop Smoke owned was his Wu chain. This was a circular pendant with a large W and a star on top. The entire pendant was made out of gold and it was covered in 20 carats of VS diamonds. This costed the rapper $90,000 for the piece, not to mention the pendant was attached to a massive diamond Cuban link chain. This would go on to run his pockets for a further 20 grand.
Whoa. Sam Diamonds, baby.
Don't run.
Following his Wu purchase, he'd go on to commission a new chain pendant that reads out the word Pop Smoke. Similar to the Wu chain, it was crafted out of gold and encrusted with VVS diamonds on the top. This would go on to run his pockets $140,000, but Pop Smoke didn't mind purchasing it all because he had to rep his name on a chain. Another unique piece that meant a lot to him was his custom 92 pendant. This reads Pop Smoke at the top in small lettering as well as Wu at the bottom. The number 92 is placed in the center of the piece, referring back to his roots. Since he was born and raised on the 92nd Street of Brooklyn, New York, he would go on to show his love for where he's from in gold and diamonds on a beautiful chain. However, the last piece that relates to Pop Smoke was created by his jeweler Benny. He would actually create all of Pop Smoke's pieces that he ever commissioned. When the news broke of his passing, Benny would go on to create 4 replicas of the Wu chain that we mentioned earlier for his entire family. He even gifted this portrait pendant of Pop for his girlfriend at the time, while outlining it with VVS diamonds, as Pop and Benny were very close with each other.
You see this outside, no security, no security, my jewelry, VS, come on, they know what's up going on. You know, extra loud, woo out here, rainbow hair, they know who run the city. Whoa.
However, getting into Pop Smoke's watches, he would purchase himself a Cartier skeleton for $45,000. Created from a stainless steel base with diamonds all over, it is exactly what Pop Smoke wanted, so he would go out and he would buy it. It's very minimalistic, however, it's extremely noticeable out in public with all of the diamonds shining. Although every designer watch collection you build has to include a Rolex. So he would go on to purchase a Date 840 with 18 karat rose gold, including a beautiful white dial. This would run the rapper 55 grand. He also purchased a Rolex Datejust 41. This has a 2-tone stainless steel and 18 karat gold, while customizing it with an orange dial and icing out the entire piece. Pop Smoke loved buying all sorts of watches. Mind you, he bought a lot of them because he was bored. Pop Smoke wouldn't be done here. He would go further on with buying a ridiculous Rolex Sky Dweller with a beautiful white dial and a stainless steel AP Royal Oak 41. However, his most expensive watch would be none other than the AP Royal Oak open worked with a rose gold finish. He would go on to ice out the entire wristband for the watch. This would cost him over $250,000 for the piece. Now, when it came to rings, Pop Smoke owned multiple diamond rings. Overall, he just wanted to wear as much money as he can on his wrists, fingers, and neck, and at one point, he'd be wearing over $500,000 in jewelry at once while out in public. Despite Pop Smoke having tons of riches for himself, it didn't stop him from snatching a couple of watches whenever he could. However, sadly, they ended up turning out to be fake.
Y'all are not woo. Got me wasting my time running down on y'all little fake. Bozo. Hold on. Y'all see the difference? Aye.
The final vehicle that Pop Smoke would go on to purchase would be his white Range Rover SV for 200 grand. While this car is the top of the line quality, it is unfortunately the vehicle that became too famous and that was pictured with Pop Smoke and Mike D just hours before his passing. It was taken just outside of the Los Angeles residence that he was renting out for $10,000 a month, and then would later be broken into when a group of men tried robbing Pop Smoke, resulting in Pop sadly passing.
Police still don't know the motive behind this, whether it was an attempted robbery or something else.
Detectives have arrested 5 people in connection with of rapper Pop Smoke.
Now, not only did the picture show the design of the house that he was staying at, but it also leaked the exact address number that he was staying at too. Not to mention, when Mike D and Pop Smoke finished shopping earlier in the day and returned home, he found a package at the door with clothes from designer Mike Amiri. He'd go on to post a photo to Facebook thanking him for all of the gifts, without even realizing the address was literally on the tag of the bag.
Wait. Mike Amiri. Billy Jean. Good looks, Mike and Mary. Gifts.
With his address now out into the public, it didn't take long for 4 men to decide to create a plan to rob Pop Smoke. They'd go on to wait until 4 a.m. to sneak onto the back balcony of the home that he was staying in, as they were able to locate the house due to Pop Smoke's all-white Range Rover sitting in the parking lot. Once sneaking onto the balcony of the home, they started immediately looking for Pop Smoke in the bathroom. Once locating him, a brawl would quickly break out between the men and Pop Smoke before a very loud pop sound would be heard by Pop Smoke's best friend Mike D and the girl that he had been staying with. Mike D would call 911 right away to report the incident as the four men ran away at the house after stealing a watch from Pop Smoke.
Hello? PD, what are your numbers? Hello, this is the fire department. I know, but you're not talking. We're already on their way. Give me your... Are you in a safe place, sir?
Yeah, I don't know.
Unknown, okay.
It's very sad to see these four men ruin their lives and took Pop Smoke's just for one Rolex, what just so happened to be Pop Smoke's cheapest watch that he owned in his entire collection. They would end up selling the watch for $10,000, split across four people, meaning they took Pop Smoke's life for a split of $2,500.
Hollywood units responded to a call at Hercules Drive in the Hollywood Hills was being broken into by multiple suspects, and that one of them was with a... When officers arrived there, they discovered inside the house had been and transported that to Cedar-Sinai Hospital, where he was pronounced